So hi everyone, in this video I am going to discuss a few questions from the chapter Moving Charges and Magnetism. Now I have taken these questions from last few years JEE Main and JEE Advanced paper. Okay, so previously we have already discussed few questions from NEET. So here the first question is, an electron moving with a speed u along positive x-axis enters y equal to 0. Okay, so this diagram is already given. Okay, diagram is already given. So here this is the electron. This electron is entering the transverse magnetic field. Now what is the direction of the magnetic field? Magnetic field, it is along negative z axis. Okay, b equal to minus b naught k cap. So here the magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and directed inwards. So it is denoted by the cross. Okay. So this cross means magnetic field is directed inwards. Okay. Acha. Now what is asked? The electron exits from the region. Region means from the region of magnetic field. After some time with speed v and coordinate y. Okay. So we are asked about information about v and y. Okay. Acha. Now see, it is given that the electron is entering the magnetic field with speed u. So now we know that the magnetic force acting on the charged particle when it enters the magnetic field, now it is given by the expression F is equal to Q V cross B. V cross B. Okay. Now here F is the force, Q is the charge, V is the velocity, and B is the strength of the magnetic field. Okay. Now see, this force is perpendicular to the velocity. Now if force is perpendicular to velocity, it implies force is perpendicular to displacement. So if force is perpendicular to displacement, work done will be 0, because work done is a dot product of force and displacement. Now from work energy theorem we have work done is equal to change in kinetic energy. Okay. Now since work done is 0, so that means change in kinetic energy is also 0. Now if change in kinetic energy is 0, so that means speed of the particle cannot change. Okay. So here the electron is entering this transverse magnetic field with speed u. So that means it will leave the magnetic field with the same speed u. So v is equal to u. Okay, so we have found the information for V. Now, if you see this choice, then you will see that option B and option D both are giving V equal to U. V equal to U. Okay, but what about Y? Now, option B says Y is equal to or Y is greater than 0. That means Y is positive. Okay, now that is very easy to find because this is an electron. An electron, it is projected in this direction along positive x-axis. Okay, and magnetic field, it is directed along negative z direction. Okay, so magnetic field is directed inward. So if you apply the cross product rule, okay, that F is equal to Q V cross B. Now here Q is negative charge, so it is electron, so this Q is minus E. So F will be perpendicular to the direction of V cross B, but in the opposite direction because this is minus sign. So that means the force will act in the downward direction. Okay, downward direction means Y is negative. In the upward direction, Y is positive. In the downward direction, Y will be negative. So Y will be negative means option D is the correct answer. So this is another interesting question. We have a particle of mass m and charge q moves with constant velocity v along a positive x direction. Okay. Now let us take this direction as positive x direction. It enters a region containing a uniform magnetic field B directed along negative z direction. So if this is x axis, say this is y axis, so this will be the negative z direction that is perpendicular to the plane of the paper and directed inward. So magnetic field is directed inward. So let us mark it with a cross. So this is magnetic field. Okay. Extending from x equal to a to x equal to b. So suppose this is x equal to a and this is x equal to b. This point is origin. Okay. Acha. The minimum value of v required so that the particle can just enter the region x greater than b. So here the particle should be able to enter this region. X greater than b means this region. Okay. So it is able to cross this region or it is able to reach this region. Okay. The minimum value of v. Okay. Acha. Now, what is the thickness of this region? Thickness of this region will be b minus a. So the particle here, see, the particle is entering this region. So here you have magnetic field, here you have magnetic field. The particle goes, suppose this is the point at which the particle is entering the magnetic field. Okay, it is moving in this direction. Okay, it is a positive charge particle and magnetic field, it is directed in this direction perpendicular to the plane of the board and it is inward. Okay, and this is the velocity of the charged particle. So now if you apply Fleming left hand rule, we know that the particle is going to experience a force in the upward direction and it will move like this. Okay, so it will move like this. So if it is able to cross this region, that means the radius should be greater than b minus a. The radius should be greater than radius of the particle because this particle will move in a circular path like this. So this will be the radius. So if the radius is greater than b minus a, that means it is entering this region. It is entering this region, isn't it? So what is radius? What is the expression for radius? Radius is mv by qb. So mv by qb is greater than b minus a. So that means v is greater than b minus a times qb, b minus a times qb divided by this m comes over here. Okay, so this is m. So it is qb times b minus a divided by m. So if you see option B, this matches with the correct answer. So option B is the correct answer. Now this is another beautiful question, very easy question. Two particles A and B of masses ma and mb respectively and having same charge are moving in a plane. A uniform magnetic field exists perpendicular to this plane. Okay, see, wherever charge particle moves in a transverse magnetic field, it is going to move in a circular path. Okay, the circular path. So this is a common thing. The speeds of the particles are Va and Vb. So mass is Ma and Mb, speeds are Va and Vb respectively, and trajectories are shown. Okay, so the two trajectories are shown. Then now some relations are given and you have to identify. Okay, now see, this is a very simple question. Now radius, it is given by mv by qb. This is the expression for radius for the charged particle moving in a transverse magnetic field. Okay, now here it is given that the particles have same charge. Okay, same charge. So same charge means this quantity is same for them. Magnetic field is also same. So these two quantities are constant. So if this quantity is constant, we can say that radius is proportional to mv. Okay. Now here, as you can see, radius for particle A is greater than radius for particle B. So that means RA will be greater than RB. So if RA is greater than RB, so that means MA, momentum of the particle A, will be greater than momentum of the particle B. So MA, this MAVA, momentum of particle A, it will be greater than MBVB, that is momentum of particle B. So if you see option B, so this matches with this our solution. So option B is the correct answer. So now in this question we have a rectangular loop of sides 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter, carrying current I equal to 12 ampere, and it is positioned in different positions, okay, different orientations. Figures are given, 4 figures are given, okay, and now it is asked like strength of the magnetic field is also given. Now in which orientation the loop would be in stable equilibrium? Number one, stable equilibrium. Number two, unstable equilibrium. Okay. Now various figures, that is various numbers, 10 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 12 ampere, all those things are given. But those things are useless here. Okay. Here what is important is the direction of magnetic field and direction of current. Okay. Now see the torque on a loop, it is given by tau is equal to m cross b. M cross b. What is m? M is magnetic dipole moment. What is b? B is the external magnetic field. Okay. Now stable equilibrium implies torque equal to 0. Okay. Unstable equilibrium also implies torque equal to 0. But see, this is tau is equal to mb sine theta. Now for theta is equal to 0 degree, okay, this tau is equal to 0, and we say that this is stable equilibrium. So theta equal to 0 degree, this corresponds to stable equilibrium. Theta is equal to 180 degree, here again torque is 0, but this corresponds to unstable equilibrium. Okay, now this concept arises from the concept of potential energy. At this position, theta equal to 0, potential energy is minimum. At theta is equal to 180 degree, potential energy is maximum. Okay, acha. Now these are fundamental concepts. These have been discussed in your NCERT also. So basically we have to find the position of theta equal to 0 and theta is equal to 180 degree. And what is theta? Theta is the angle between M and B. Theta is the angle between M and B. Okay. Acha. Now here in option B, if you see, what is the direction of the magnetic field? Magnetic field is along Z axis. Okay. Now this current, it is flowing like this. Direction of current is given. Now corresponding to this current, the magnetic moment, it will also be along positive Z axis. So that means here theta is equal to 0 degree. Theta is equal to 0 degree. Okay. Now see, I am not trying these options because here magnetic field is along Z axis, and the magnetic moment, it will be along X axis. So theta is 90 degree. Here also it will not satisfy the condition. Okay. But here if you see option D, because of this current, magnetic field is along Z axis, but because of this current, the magnetic moment, it will be in the downward direction. Magnetic moment will be in the downward direction. So that means angle between magnetic moment and magnetic field will be 180 degree. So that is this condition. Okay. So that means D is unstable equilibrium and B is stable equilibrium. So if you see the options, option B is the correct answer. So now let us solve one integer type question. So in this question we have a steady current I goes through a wire loop PQR having the shape of a right angle triangle with PQ equal to 3x, PR equal to 4x and QR equal to 5x. If the magnitude of the magnetic field at P due to this loop is given as K mu naught I times divided by 48 pi x, denominator you have x, find the value of K. So what is the value of this K? Okay. Now this question is based on a very popular triangle. So why it is called a popular triangle? Because from this triangle you can find the value of sine 37, cos 37, sine 53, cos 53 and all. Okay. So this is P, this is Q and this is R. Okay. Now in the question it is given that PQ, side PQ is 3x. So this is 3x. PR is 4x and QR is 5x. Okay. So this is 5x. So that means this angle is 37 degree. This is 90 degree and this is 53 degree. Okay. Acha. So now this loop is carrying current. Okay. And we have to determine the magnetic field at P, this point P. Okay. So now suppose the current is flowing like this. Okay. So obviously at point P, due to this part PR, the magnetic field, this is along the axis. For QP also this part is at point P is along the axis. Okay. So that means for this PQ and PR part, the magnetic field, it will be 0 at P. Okay. So the magnetic field is produced only due to the current that is flowing in the part QR. Okay, QR. So current I that is flowing in QR. So for that we need to calculate the perpendicular distance. This perpendicular distance. Suppose it is marked as some y. Okay, this distance is marked as y. Okay, x is already used in the question itself. So this perpendicular distance is marked as y. So if we use see, this is perpendicular distance means this is this angle is 90 degree. This angle we know 53 degree. So from that we can get the value of this y. So y will be equal to how much? Y will be equal to 3x. This side is 3x. Okay. So 3x cos 37 degree. Cos 37 degree. Okay. Cos 37 is 4 by 5. So this is 3x times 4 by 5. Okay. So that is equal to 12x by 5. So perpendicular distance is known. Okay. So now you can just use the Biot-Savart's law, that is B, magnetic field B, it is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I by perpendicular distance is y, where y is this quantity 12x by 5 sine 37 degree plus sine 53 degree. Sine 37 degree plus sine 53 degree. So if you simplify this, you will get the answer. Okay, I have simplified it in paper actually. So you will get this value as k is equal to 7. Okay, so k equal to 7. So answer is 7 for this question.